I have a question. So can you edit in 1080p?
Like, can I edit in 1080p? Meaning, like, can I like change it up?
Yeah.
No,
that's not a thing.
I could edit down, but I'm already exactly.
Oh.
So, yes. So sorry, y'all who are listening. If you're watching and it looks like,
it doesn't.
If it looks like you were playing Sonic in 1996.
Wow, the drag right now, it does not look like that. It does not look like that. Okay, it does not look like we're normally at a 10. Right now, we're at like a 9.7.
We at a 3.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna be shocked if it's not gonna be like a 1. Like when the old videos and it was just a square. That's what it's called,
ma'am. We're at like a 9.7. Okay.
I am not impressed right now
in God.
Any way, shape, or form.
It's okay.
I'm very, very upset.
It's gonna be fine.
The people know us for quality, and I can't even give y'all that.
No.
Am I even a producer if I can't give y'all quality? I mean, you might as well find a new host. Because what am I doing? Like, who am I?
You are wearing a Philadelphia Eagles jersey.
See, what we're not going to do is that.
Yeah, I mean,
today,
I just had to do that.
On the day of this recording, we are currently playing the 49ers, or is it?
Girl, no.
She know.
I have no clue.
Anyway,
we're no clue.
We're this close to being in the Super Bowl again. So I'm very, very excited. So, go Eagles. EAGLES, Eagles. Let's go, baby.
Is that what y'all say?
Is there something you want to say?
No, I'm literally asking because I only know like JETS, Jets. So like
that's a problem in itself.
I mean, it's shorter, but they're known for that. So like, is that what the Eagles? Is that what y'all do?
Yeah, we actually have like a whole theme song and everything. Yeah.
What is it? Dreams and Nightmares?
No, we don't play Meek Mill. It's not Meek Mill. It's it's like an official anthem of the Eagles.
Like
stuff.
a caca.
No, like there's an actual anthem. Like that. And like you play it like every time. Like if like there's what like so like for instance, my mom she goes to like there's a Philadelphia Eagles sports bar in Florida. And every time that
Stephanie is hardcore.
Or hardcore.
She is hardcore. And I love that for her. I do. I love that for her.
But anytime they make a touchdown, they play the official.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not, you know what? I'm just not there when it comes to like sports and like I love sports, don't get it twisted. Mm-hmm. But I'm not there. I'm not, and I don't know if I ever will reach.
What you mean? You always Knicks tapes.
Yeah, but I'm still not like, I'm not going to find the Knicks bars.
Oh, fair.
You feel me? Like, because one, that's setting me up for disappointment already. Well, okay.
You know what? You gotta know your vibe.
You know what I mean? But like you and Brandon, like Brandon is a diehard Vikings fan. Like that's it.
So bizarre to me.
I like the Vikings. They seem unproblematic. Their coaching's unproblematic. We like the gritty that Justin Jefferson be hitting and everything like that.
Oh, okay.
He seems like a cool young dude. So I my favorite color is purple. So I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
I do like Jalen Hurts.
Whew.
I stand for Jalen Hurts. First of all,
Jalen.
I support any team that has a black quarterback.
Jalen, call me. Send me a jersey. All I have is Slade Jr., but
oh yeah,
I would love to put you on my body.
Yeah, I'm not. I love that he has an all-woman management team. I'm here for it. Like I'm not, and he's giving 90s fine, and I love that. He's bad.
Jalen,
he's bad. Is he taking over Daniel?
Oh my God! No, listen.
Oh my God!
No.
New season, new boo.
No, listen, Daniel.
No. We're not in Philly and London. Like, where we at? What we doing here?
Daniel.
No. We're not in Philly and in London. That's too much.
Daniel. You want to start the show? Oh shit! I can't do this. Oh shoot, Alexa, turn on lamp 1. I knew I was missing some ambiance. I knew I was missing something. Okay, now we can start the show. Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
What is happening?
What's poppin'?
Season 7. Wow. Episode 1.
I have no nails.
I don't have a head wrap on.
But your hair looks great.
Finally. Episode 7. We in lucky number 7, y'all.
For real.
And we need it.
Cut.
CashApp $ head wrap.
Girl. No, yeah.
No, seriously.
You can.
Yes. Anywho, I'm your girl, Sierra T.
And I'm your girl, Sherelle B.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
Where we wrap the culture up in color.
Yes, ma'am.
All the things.
All the things.
Yeah,
yes. Mm-hmm. I know what you're saying.
For
You. Yes, I was with you. With you. This is going to be a surprise, okay?
Yeah.
This is going to be a surprise episode, pop up. You know,
Yeah.
You didn't even know he was coming.
I'm like, watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how we do?
But for those who don't know how we do, you know, if you're new, this is what we do. We are a politics, trending topics, and pop culture podcast. So if you're not into those things, this may not be for you. But if you are, and you love Black women, and you love HBCU grads, and you love all the things, and you love all the chaos and all the funnies, this is where you need to be.
Yes.
So welcome.
Welcome, goddammit, welcome.
Welcome. So we kind of start the show off by starting off telling you like what we can't wrap our head around, get it, head wraps and lipsticks. Mm-hmm. So what we can't wrap our head around, and then we get in to the nonsense, okay? Yes. So that's how we get down. Mm-hmm. And then we end the show with a hilarious joke.
Is it hilarious?
It is. They're so funny. They're so funny.
Okay.
And that's just what we do over here.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
I'm sorry. Okay.
So. What gets you wrap your head around, sis?
Okay. Mine is very nerdy.
Okay.
You know how it is.
Okay.
Y'all know I do a lot of book stuff per usual.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the one thing I can't wrap my head around is that, you know, you've heard of HarperCollins, right? HarperCollins is a publishing
Publishing, yeah.
They have workers who have been on strike for 60 days.
I've been seeing your content about that.
Yes.
And I've seen some others. Like,
yes,
okay.
The workers really just want to get paid regularly. Just, you know, give me a livable wage, you know. Allow me to have some days off.
I don't really see a problem.
And they have been on strike almost for, I think it's almost been 3 months that they, yes.
Oh my gosh.
They have been on, so like they have been like sending a whole bunch of people like extra books and shit in the mail. I didn't even know HarperCollins had my address. I've gotten books delivered to me.
Period.
I've gotten books, but they want us to review them. And the thing is, a part of holding the line is you can read the book, but don't put your reviews out. But like y'all, all of a sudden y'all sending people shit, you know, like y'all accepting requests, and all of a sudden now,
like y'all don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
you're not low.
Yeah, y'all know what the vibe is. Give them people a livable wage.
Seriously.
So that they can, you know, like, this is a ridiculous conversation to have.
Yeah.
And I always like, unions are so big up north, and you very rarely hear about them down here. And I think the South could use a few unions. Truly and honestly, like, there are a lot of companies down yonder that could use a union,
honestly,
because the unions will protect you. And then a lot of these states down here are like at will states. They just fire you when they felt like it.
Ooh.
Seriously.
No, they really
for
are.
For real.
It's ridiculous.
So that's what I can't wrap my head around. Very simple. Like, pay these people.
That's all.
They live in New York. Like, talking about $8 an hour. I know you lying. Or it's like 12, which is still.
Walmart just raised their minimum wage to like $17.25. Literally, they just made national news the other day that did that. So like,
finally,
but I'm like, it's about time, and I'm glad that they're waking up, because like, we know Walmart, like, we're gonna boycott Walmart. You're not.
No, you're
not. So, you know, but just pay. I don't understand organizations or companies that like, you really dead ass want people to work for you all these treacherous hours and things like that and do things, but then you're not paying people. That's a whole nother situation for me, but I don't get it. I'm not understanding it, and shame on all of you guys.
All of you.
Because
yeah.
But the ones that are doing it, kudos to you, and are you hiring?
For real.
That's all we need to know.
Straight up.
I don't see a problem. So I hope that they get what they need.
I do too. I really do.
I don't like that.
Sis, what about you? What can't you wrap your head around?
Well, mine's kind of in the same realm.
Oh.
So shout outs to, not shout outs, but like, so we are talking about the businesses that don't pay people. I'm talking about the businesses that don't send me my shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Is this what I think it is?
You're darn right.
Oh. Who is it?
I'm calling out support Black colleges again. And this is on me this time. Okay? No. So for those who are new here, we have talked about support Black colleges several times. Okay? Because of their lack of customer service or just blatantly getting people their stuff on time. So this is on me. Because my grandmother saw my hoodie and then she saw Brandon's hoodie during the holiday season and was like, oh, I want one. So I said, okay, fine. You know what? I'll get her one for Christmas. I know she doesn't really do hoodies, but they have the nice long sleeve t-shirts that have all the stuff on the back. Ordered it. I was like, okay, maybe it might come a couple days late. You know, with everything that was going on during the holiday season, I was cool with that. As of today, my grandmother still does not have her package. Sherelle still doesn't even have her tracking information. And let me tell you something. The later part of January, I did on a Tuesday at 11:01 a.m., I got an email, an update saying, hey, Sherelle, we're getting you your tracking within 24 to 48 hours. I even gave them till Friday, and I still don't have it. Remind you in the emails, like, please don't contact us because we're working.
Not please don't contact us.
Yeah.
Are y'all shipping? Are y'all packing up my shit?
You barely have any. You don't even have. I don't even think they have a Twitter because I've been trying to hunt them down for it. And I'm. It's unacceptable at this point. It's unacceptable at this point, and I really can't wrap my head around it. But meanwhile, you're doing celebrity basketball games and all this other stuff like that. But you cannot give people their items. My cousin said she ordered something before Thanksgiving, and she still doesn't have it.
Did she even get tracking info?
I don't know. Now that I need to ask because it's ridiculous at this point. So I'm calling for a boycott of support Black colleges. I said it because this makes absolutely no sense. We did a story on them about their F on the Better Business Bureau, and now it's giving F+. Damn. You shouldn't even have an account with Better Business Bureau because this is ridiculous. Maybe they've seen the episode, and maybe that's why they're not sending me my shit. Maybe that's what it is. Somebody might have sent it to them, and I'm fine. I'm prepared for that smoke because what I'm about to do is call my bank like, hey, run me my cash because I still ain't have it. But then you're quick on your website talk about 4 to 6 weeks. No. Unacceptable. We have to hold all of our businesses accountable. Yeah. I don't care what anybody say. I try my hardest to support all Black businesses, but this is unacceptable. Think about how you would feel if this was Macy's or Nordstrom's or, whatever. Hell, y'all get on TikTok and talk shit about Amazon. Yeah. So I'm going to talk shit about support Black colleges. I had to unfollow them and everything because this is just unacceptable. Because in the meantime, all these basketball players who didn't even go to Black colleges is out here, in the tunnel with your shit on. So they get their shit within 24 hours. Correct? Damn. But your regular HBCU grads that are ordering shit from you don't have their stuff. Yes, I said it. Damn. None of them basketball players went to HBCUs, but they have their shit, don't they? Damn. So that's how we do over here at Headwraps and Lipsticks because I'm done with it.
Oh my God.
I'm over it. So
damn.
If he wants this episode, you can send it to him too. I don't care because I'm over it. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna call my bank.
You should call your bank.
Because no.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Don't tell me you're gonna send me my tracking in 24 to 48 hours and I still don't have it.
Right. You
could have kept that shit to yourself. I still don't have it. I gave you an extra 24 hours and I still don't have it.
That's bizarre.
It's been a week.
Did they do pre-orders? Is that what happened?
No. This was not no new design. This was so I don't get it. If I like to your point, if it was pre-ordered, okay. But no, this was a standard shirt that's on your website. I've seen it before when I had the first incident with support Black colleges. Mm-hmm. So again, I'm blaming myself. I'm really mad at myself.
Did you ever get your stuff from the first incident?
Yeah. Oh, okay. The hoodies that I've worn on several episodes. Oh, the dad hat that I've worn. I don't order stuff for all my family from Support Black colleges, but this is unacceptable.
Basically, if you see Support Black colleges at a pop-up shop, it's best you get your stuff then and there.
Yeah.
Because clearly it won't come in the mail. That's sad because they really had this all yellow hoodie that I really wanted too. But every time I go in, I'm like, I don't know. Sis ain't got her stuff.
I don't blame you.
I might not fuck around and get mine till my birthday. I don't have time for that.
Right, in August. Why I'm wearing a hoodie in August. Why?
Yellow might not even be my favorite color no more. But
right. I moved on to orange now.
Right, I'm a green kind of girl.
Yeah.
I know that's crazy, bro.
But let LeBron order something, or
That sucks. That really, really sucks. Dang, sis, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry.
I had to get that off my chest.
You did. I'm glad you did.
I don't even think it's going though. Like until I get my shit, until my grandma gets her, because it's not even for me. It was a Christmas gift.
Right.
Maybe she'll get it. I don't know.
Did you tell your grandma?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, hope this isn't a surprise for her while she's watching it.
Yeah. No, she knows. She knows because I had this rant with her. So,
Okay.
That's it.
Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, y'all. First of all, happy Black History Month. Forgot to say that. Happy Black History Month. Hope you're taking care of yourself. We're about to get into a topic. We want to get, if y'all aren't new here, then you already know how this goes.
Right.
Everything is timestamped below in the description box. So if you cannot handle the topic of conversation, we do not blame you for skipping that part of the episode. Right. We have to talk about it. This is what we do. With that being said, we are going to talk about Tyre Nichols. We're not going to play the video here. That's not. Yeah, no, we're not that kind of journalists.
No, no, we're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that. But we are going to have an in-depth discussion about it right now. Mm-hmm. So, young man, how old was Tyre?
Tyre was 29.
My God, 29-year-old who loved to skateboard. This happened a couple months ago?
No, January 7th.
Oh my God.
January 7th, 2023 in Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee. On his way home.
Right.
Was stopped by some policemen. Mm-hmm. And
for reckless driving.
Allegedly. And was brutally beaten by 5 black police officers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sherelle and I have both seen the video. And it is parallel to, I would say, the Rodney King.
Thank you. I'm so glad you said it.
Right. It is definitely parallel to that. The only difference is that all the cops are black and they're all beating up on a black man.
Yeah.
And it is disgusting.
Yeah.
And it is disheartening.
It is.
And it's really, really just sad. It's really, really sad.
Yeah. The video really... So there were several videos that were released. They had body cam footage, and then the most important one, in my opinion, was there was one from a street pole. Like the Memphis PD had, cameras around the city. And, I mean, perfectly set. You could see everything from the time they caught up with Tyre. Mm-hmm. So, a backstory, they first caught up with Tyre for reckless driving. He got scared, and he ran. They did try to pepper spray him, and one of the officers accidentally pepper sprayed himself. So he kind of stayed back for a little bit, and then once they finally caught up with Tyre, that's when the vicious assault happened. And that one camera from the street showed it all, from the time they caught up with him to whenever they decided to take him to the hospital, where he was in the hospital in critical condition. He did not die until 3 days later. So that's what happened with that.
So this video was just released on Friday of last week. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I'm trying to think of when this will be out. Mm-hmm. And there was like a big warning. Okay, we have never, I think, in the history of this country, seen of like, hey, we're gonna drop this tape.
Yeah.
And be prepared to see, some inhumane acts.
Facts.
Caught on. That was 1080p.
That's the word for me. The inhumane. It was like
yeah.
There's no unnecessary.
And I got my opinions on that. I'm gonna save them for a second.
Okay.
But yeah, all over the country, they're like, hey, Memphis is like, we're going to be on lockdown because this video is really bad. And we basically was like, we suggest all other cities do the same, or, just be prepared for civil unrest.
Yeah.
And Here's my opinion on that, okay? I was talking to Naomi. I love talking to Naomi. Naomi's my best friend.
Hey, Naomi.
She's a historian, right?
She is.
No, see,
she really is.
She's
educated me on a few things.
Yeah, like, she went to school for that, right? And so something that she brought to my attention that I really was like, damn, this is crazy, is that like she referenced Toni Morrison and saying that, you know, racism, white supremacy is a distraction. It's a distraction from things that are really and truly and honestly important. And the way that all of the media went about and saying like, oh, this video is coming out on Friday around 6 p.m. She was like, it's weird to me that it's like almost like how a lynching would have been back in the day.
Right.
And how like the, like when people would leave, you know, with like a goddamn postcard with the man hanging up in the back.
It's
like,
ridiculous.
It's so parallel to like what the inhumane acts of the past look like for today.
Right.
And for me, I'm uncomfortable, obviously, and I feel like if there's ever a moment where we need to talk about Black men and therapy and vulnerability, the time is now.
Facts.
And I feel like, and this isn't coming from like a place of me being like an asshole or like, I legit am worried because why did these 5 Black police officers think that they were not, you know what I'm saying? How, what type of brainwashing, I'm guessing, right, is happening in the police department to Black people for them to think that they are above the law in the same way that their white counterparts are?
When the case first, you know, hit the airwaves, it was like, I noticed that they made it very clear that these 5 officers have been fired. Like immediately.
And all of the time.
Immediately.
All of the cases we've talked about over the years, when has that ever happened?
I want to do a comparison.
Before the tape came out, too.
Before the tape
I'm
came
sorry,
out.
sis. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
But go ahead.
Because the comparison, because I think I tweeted this. I was like, so let's go back, I don't know, 2 weeks before Tyre Nichols. So now let's go to Los Angeles, where Keenan Anderson, who is the cousin of one of the Black Lives Matter founders, was killed by police in Venice. Okay? There was an accident. Now, apparently, when they did the toxicology report, that he did have some drugs in his system. However, he complied with police orders. They had him handcuffed, and he sat on the sidewalk. He was yelling, like, you know, they're going to kill me, like, somebody please help, blah, 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 blah. But he was sitting on the sidewalk, and you can hear police body cam footage telling him, sit down, blah, 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 blah. Then for some reason, the cops started wrestling with him and tased him 47 times. Roundabout. 47 times. This teacher, he was a teacher, he educated, he was a father, he was tased, and he was killed by a bunch of police officers. Now, out of those 6 police officers that were involved in that case, 5 of them are already back to work. Now let's go to Memphis, where we have 5 Black police officers. January 7th was the incident. Before February 1st, they have been fired and arrested and charged. Like,
that's insane to me.
There is a ridiculous difference between Black police officers and white police officers and when they produce crimes. And to your point, sis, like, y'all really thought that, and it's so amazing how the Blue Lives Matter narrative is completely radio silent. They're not saying a mother-loving word.
It's crickets out here.
They're not saying nothing about these 5 officers. I ain't see no union come to their protection. I ain't hear no statement released on their behalf that they were doing their job because he ran from them. And they had every right to assault and beat this man, this unarmed Black man. It's absolute radio silence. They've said nothing about it. but we're the ones that's tripping. Keenan Anderson, Tyre Nichols, Alton Sterling, Eric Gardner,
Sandra Bland,
all these black people, but the only difference between them and Tyre Nichols is Tyre Nichols' killers were black.
Yep.
Their killer, Mike Brown's killer, and we didn't even hear nothing about his trial until way after that. I mean, it was like weeks and weeks down the road. Come on, son. Come on, son. John Singleton tried to tell us this in Boys in the Hood.
I just feel like black men need to talk to each other. I feel like there's a lot here. I feel like there's a lot more here that is unsaid within. Oh my God. I don't even know how I'm trying to say this. Like, I'm just thinking about like everything that's been going on in the news. Like when we talk about this clip that I got up here, and we talk about the passport bros you heard of that man who was in Brazil, who got kicked out of Brazil because he was over there basically for like sex tourism. Yeah. And the people in Brazil were like, don't come over here with that shit. Like all of this stuff, all of this hatred, all this anger, all of this, you're aligning yourself with these like you're aligning yourself in these white spaces because you're a man, but you also are still black. Because white men can go to Brazil for sex tourism, but they're not making videos about it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
They're not.
White cops can go and beat up and harass and kill black people.
And still have their jobs.
But you cannot because you're still black. And I think a lot, and I can't say that I'm not saying this. I'm assuming, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not a man. I don't know. But I'm assuming a lot of black men are probably having issues with that whole, well, yeah, I'm a man, but you're also still a nigga.
I hate to quote Kanye West. I'm quoting Kanye West, not Ye. Mm-hmm. I'm quoting Kanye West in his "Do the Wire" song. He said, "Even if you was," what he said, you're still even if you are. What did he say? Even if you are a man in a Benz, you're still a nigga in a coupe. It like they don't.
And I really feel like black men need to talk to someone. Like, I don't understand what this is. I really do feel like, Sherelle, like I do feel like this is a part of like some type of like issue with, when I've talked about this before, about like black women being the matriarch of the community. Yeah. I do feel like it is some type of resistance, some type of rebellion toward I do feel like all of this falls in line some way, form, or I don't have the right words to formulate my opinion to convey it the right way. Yeah. But I do feel like it all kind of stems from that. That is, I truly and honestly do, because if you were in the police force and you stood your ground on what it means to be a cop, a man, right, but also to still understand what it means to be black, then why the hell would you ever do something like that?
And the crazy part is with this case is the cops involved, they're a part of a specific unit within Memphis PD, and it's called the Scorpion Unit, which is known for street crimes operation to restore peace in our neighborhoods. All 5 of them are part of that unit. So how do you sign up? And remind you, most of them are new to the force. Like half of them haven't even been there for 5 years yet.
Wow.
So like, you get a badge and you just take this power or this anger. And there's a part in the video, and I said this, one officer in particular, Officer Demetrius Haley, it was a pride. So if you watch the body cam footage, he was the one that tried to pepper spray Tyre Nichols and somehow, some way sprayed himself. So you're mad at yourself for not doing, because you don't know left from right, basically. Mm-hmm. And that's all he kept saying. It was like, this made me pepper spray myself. He kept saying it over.
He said it in the video?
He said it over and over and over again. And then when he finally got to Tyre and the one that was kicking him in the head, it made me pepper spray myself. So you're mad because you pepper sprayed yourself? I mean, I understand you being annoyed by it, but does that mean you go and kick someone in the head?
That's crazy to me.
And assault him because you're mad at yourself You're literally catching a second-degree murder charge because you pepper sprayed yourself.
I want them all to get first degree.
And I want to preface this. So if you watch the very first video that was released, there was a white cop on scene. Yes, watch the very first video, the body cam. There was a white cop on scene. No one knows where he was once they finally caught up to Tyre the second one, because we didn't see him ever again. But he was there in the initial when they first met Tyre and they pulled him out the car. That white cop was there because he was the one giving him, I don't know if that was his partner or not, but giving him water to get his eyes together because he pepper sprayed himself. And then you see one cop pull up, which way he go? It was like, oh, you hurt my brother. Like, I got, like, come on. Like, this case to me is all about pride. And it pisses me off so much. Like, when you sign up to be a police officer because you're supposed to protect and serve. So your feelings are going to get hurt regardless. And if you see the initial part of when Tyre get away, like, let it go.
Yeah.
He was unarmed. So you missed this one. So what? There was no need for y'all to run out. I'm pretty sure somebody somewhere needed y'all help, but y'all were so focused on Tyre Nichols. And then there were several other cops that pulled up. Don Lemon said, because after they finished beating Tyre, they dragged him up against one of the cop cars, and he's just laying there. They're not calling for help. They're not doing anything. They're just standing around. Like Don Lemon said, it was like watching, like being in the barbershop or being in the hair salon, and just people around, just standing around talking shit. And that's literally what they were doing. Meanwhile, Tyre is falling over on the car. Then the paramedics get there, and then y'all not even helping him. He showed up to the hospital in critical condition. And with kidney failure and collapsed lungs and all that stuff that the doctors had to tell his mom and his stepfather, who the police told him, oh, he was just tased and pepper sprayed.
The police told him that they couldn't go to the hospital.
Yeah,
On the interview with that the mom did on, was it Good Morning America or was it with
Don Lemon? Mm-hmm.
The hospital had called her and was like, did you know your son's up here?
Right, you need to come up here.
And she was like, well, no, they told me I couldn't come. And she was like, no, you need to come up here. We don't think your son is going to make it. So they also went out of their way to set up to make it look like it was something that it was not. I want them under the fucking jail. I want them under the jail. Because I feel like there's a lesson to be learned here. One, you're still a nigga.
Right.
Don't you ever forget. Don't you ever think, no matter where you are in your life, that these people are not going to treat you a certain way because you are black. Don't you ever fucking forget it. I'm getting emotional.
Because it's real. We've seen so much going on, since we took break from season 6. We've seen so much shit happen. Keenan Anderson, Tyre Nichols, even an attack on Hakeem Jeffries. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what type of badge you have on, what type of suit you have on, and it's like you are a black person in America. Whatever you have on, doctors. I mean, there was even a case of a Lowe's driver just doing his job, and a white lady said,
yes.
"I don't want this black man in my house.
Yep,
I don't want this black man in my house." And a part of me was like, you know what? That's right. Show your racism. Let us see it so we know, like, okay, then I don't got time for you. But even just doing your job, you walk around with a target on your back every single day. It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
You cannot forget who you are. You can't forget it. Because if you do, you end up in these situations like this and you forget who you are. And next thing you know, you've lost your job. And now all of the entire country. And I can only imagine the white people who are like, oh, our work is done.
I said that. I said, I know some of these white cops within it was like, oh, Black Lives Matter my ass.
Yes.
The target now on other black police officers from their white counterparts is going to escalate to extreme levels. Because it's like, oh, clearly y'all don't care about Black Lives Matter because look what you're doing. And it makes me mad because I'm pretty sure some of these officers have brothers or nephews or friends. Y'all didn't see yourselves beating your people to death?
I don't understand.
For no reason. Like, there was literally no reason for this. Okay, so reckless driving, allegedly. Okay. License and registration, give him a ticket and go the fuck on. So now His daughter has to grow up without a father. His family has to go move on without them. And your families are going to have to go on without you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to jail for the rest of your life. Because again, you see that video from that street angle, there's no getting around it.
And I'm also interested to know about like the families of these police officers and how that's like how their communities are gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna affect their families in those neighborhoods.
Tyre Nichols' mom said in the interview with Don Lemon, she was like, they have brought shame to their own families and to the black communities, and she said she fears for their family because what are you about to do now? If you have children, if some of them have children, they have to go to school. Ooh. What are you gonna like? Look what you have done.
You can't stay there.
All because you got pepper sprayed, and because that's your man's. Do y'all see? It's just like, I'm just really tired of just adding black men and women or however you identify as becoming hashtags. It pisses me off from all walks of life. Like, why does the list have to be so long of all these hashtags?
Yes.
To the point that like, you know, I'm writing articles about past stories, things that we're still trying to get over. Mm-hmm. And I like Breonna Taylor's killer, one of the cops being asked to speak at luncheons at a restaurant. And those patrons had to listen to the crime scene footage of bullets flying. Like, oh, we just wanted to hear from the cop's perspective. What about Breonna's perspective? What about her boyfriend's perspective? Why is it that they're not here to tell their stories? And it's just like the 5 black cops. We're not going to get Good Morning America interviews from these 5 black cops.
Sure won't.
Nobody gives a fuck about their perspective.
Sure don't.
We have to listen to Mike Brown killers. We have to listen to Breonna Taylor's killers. We have to listen to Eric Garner's killers. And then they put the black journalists in front of them. Like, you know, so tell me what happened. Motherfucker, what? I'm done.
I just really, I don't know what to expect when this all goes to trial. Or
I don't even think they need a trial. You need to just play. You need to play guilty and just take the shit.
Yeah.
Because there's no way to get around it.
I mean,
you're not getting out of this. You are black cops.
Not getting out of it.
Y'all are black cops, and y'all. It's not like y'all on the force for 20 years. They talking about 2020. Y'all just got there. Y'all don't even have y'all pension papers right.
Get the.
You're not even eligible for 401ks yet.
Yeah, the Tennessee Police Department not gonna bite the bullet for y'all.
So let it go. Just let it go. Just plead guilty and take the punishment that you deserve.
Every time I think about this, I always think, man, that's another person who's a part of the mothers of the movement. Yeah, which is fucking insane to me.
It's like the list goes on, like Gwen Carr, Sabrina Fulton, Jordan Clarkson's mom. I'm not Jordan Clarkson. Jesus, he's a basketball player. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes. Tamir Rice's mother.
To me, like all these moms, it's like, damn. Now we gotta go to Tennessee.
Yes.
Now we gotta go to Tennessee.
Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
That's
bro.
crazy to me.
That is wild. Like, how many more moms and dads gotta lose their kids over bullshit?
I want to say rest in peace to Tyre Nichols. I hope his family gets justice. I hope his family can. I don't even know if I can. I hope his family gets peace.
I don't think, because like this, I feel like, none of the, I hate to say this out loud, but none of the other names did anything wrong. And it's amazing. I was reading something about Eric Garner the other day, and I don't know, something just triggered me to read about him. And to hear that the cops, years later now, I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't have. Like,
that's a trigger for me.
Yeah, like I'm reading this and I'm like, oh, you think because he was selling single cigarettes in Staten Island? I mean, okay.
Now all of a sudden you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have.
Yeah, well, yeah. I
don't have time for this. I don't.
All you had to do was like take him out of the chokehold. He said, I can't breathe, and get him. Then you left him there for like 7 minutes. You left him there for 7 minutes before you even thought about calling help. You had him laying unconscious on a cold sidewalk. I'm confused. I'm confused. But the difference is those cops, I don't think they're in jail.
No, they're not.
None of them are going to jail.
No,
I
they're
mean,
not.
George Floyd's killers are in jail. And that's a beautiful thing. But these 5, y'all not gonna see the light of day.
No,
Ever.
It's a wrap for
it's
y'all.
It's done for y'all. So hope your boys in blue show up for you. But telling you right now, from the outside, we don't see it. Mm-mm. We don't hear it. We don't see no flags being waved. We don't see none of that.
We got this clip here of that fat ass Jason Whitlock, who always got something to say. So here's this coon talking. Oh, hold on.
This is a story about young black men and their inability to treat each other in a humane way. Everybody involved in this on the street level was either 24 to 32 years old. Everybody. It was a group of young black men, 5-on-1. Looked like gang violence to me. It looked like what young black men do when they're supervised by a single black woman. And that's what they got going on in the Memphis Police Department. They've elected or put some black woman in charge of the police force. And we're getting the same kind of chaos and disunity and violence that we see in a lot of these cities that are run by single mothers. If we want to discuss the breakdown of family that leads to disrespect for authority, that causes you to resist the police and run from the police and not comply with the police because you resist authority at all time, because there was no male authority in your home, let's have that discussion. But that's not where they want to take us. They want to take us down the path of saying, you know what, this is Tucker Carlson's fault. This is some random this is Donald Trump's fault. It's not. It's the breakdown of family and the buying in to all these left-wing things that have nothing to do with promoting family.
What did I just say?
Yeah.
What did I just say? What did I just say? What did I just said.
You did.
I literally just said, and I hadn't even watched the full clip of this. I literally just said that this has something to do, this is why black need to talk to each other. This literally has something to do with the matriarch of the black community. It's all because of black women hold this really big power over the structure over this community. And that's just how it is. What did I just fucking say? What did I just say?
And you know what? It's like, so he's referring to the police chief, who is a black woman. And she immediately fired these officers. Mm-hmm. Like, immediately. There was no question. It was like, wait, you did what? You look at a police report and then you look at a toxicology report, and it's like, that don't match. So y'all gotta go. Point blank, period. Jason Whitlock, I mean, first of all, he's on Fox. He's on Tucker Carlson's show. I mean, so you should already know the vibe just based off of that. I just, you know what? And it's, I said this when they first started talking about Tyre. I was like, I really wish that networks like Fox didn't even get access to this shit.
Yeah.
I really do, because it's like, they're going to find the first coon that they can.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to find the first coon that they can to get up and be like, you know what, we need you to spin this and say this is a problem in the black community, not with the police officer, not with the police force. Because again, they had on badges, but to them it's just, it's black on black crime. Not police against the people. This is a black on black crime. This is gang activity. I will say, the way that they beat him up, it did remind me of the Crips and Bloods jumping somebody in. Like, because there was no need for it.
It was no need.
There was absolutely no. That was the only thing I partially agree with him on. Because, like, y'all did look like a gang. That's what y'all did. Especially if you see the body cam footage of homeboy pulling up, like, where he at? Which way did he go? You don't got somebody to save from a murder or something? A robbery? You don't got no paperwork to fill out? You just enabled. Let me go see about me. Like, come on, man, get the fuck out of here.
I already said what I gotta say. Y'all can disagree with me if you want to, but the proof was literally right there in the pudding. Literally right there. Literally right there. We're gonna move forward now. We spent a lot of time on that.
It was a lot to say.
It was a lot. It was a lot to say. Yes.
It's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on. With that being said, Florida is
we talk a lot about Florida here.
we do.
And that's unfortunately because Ron DeSantis is the governor, because y'all elected him a second fucking time. What is wrong with y'all Floridians? So he is attacking CRT. He's been very, very vocal about his disapproval of CRT, or his disapproval about anything that is not white and nationalism. Anything that has anything that has to do with educating anything but white nationalism, he's not a fan of it. So he's attacking CRT. Basically what's going on is that he is like removing CRT from like all schools. Like don't talk about it or you'll get your license taken away. It's a lot.
He is trying to remove Black AP history classes from the curriculum. But they will continue to keep German history, Italian, Spanish. Yeah. But the Black history has to go.
Yeah. He did do he was talking to the press about something, like maybe about a week or so ago. And one reporter, he wasn't even there about CRT. And one reporter was like, while you're here, I have this question. And somehow, some way, Ron DeSantis spun that about the curriculum in question really had to do with queer education, and saying that Black people really wouldn't be proud of that being taught in regard to their history.
The fuck is he? Oh
if I had the clip, because I did put it in my likes, but I wanted to watch it, and after I was like, I'm not dealing with this dude. But yeah, basically he has mandated that all university schools remove CRT or they're going to be cut funding wise. So so if we're seeing what they're doing and what he's doing in Florida, you need to really educate yourself on what's happening with Ron DeSantis in the run for president in 2024, because he is talking about running.
And that's bad.
He's really talking about running. So is your boy Donald Trump, and Marjorie Taylor Greene is looking at being his running mate.
Who? Trump's running mate? Mm-hmm. It's a whole bunch. Oh my God.
So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hopefully we don't have to report that's actually accurate. But it is accurate, but like that it doesn't happen. But I don't know. But Ron DeSantis, F you,
way down.
F you, and just stay in Florida, please. We don't need you. We don't need you anywhere near Washington D.C.
That's a mess.
That's not even cute.
That's a mess and a half.
I don't like it.
I don't want no parts of it
at all.
No, ma'am. We're gonna keep moving right along here. Nia Long was being interviewed on The Daily Show. Not with Trevor Noah anymore, because he did leave.
He did. But he had some guest hosts for the week. Leslie Jones did last week, and she did a phenomenal job.
She did.
This last week was Wanda Sykes, and I believe this current week, I feel, is either D.L. Hughley or Marlon Wayans.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. I think, like, what's that girl? What's Chelsea Handler supposed to be doing? It's a lot of celebrities that's doing it, but cool. Leslie Jones really set the bar high.
Leslie Jones was awesome. But anyway, Nia Long had something to say about being Black famous. So let's check in on what she had to say.
I have to ask you something because I know how it goes. So recently, I'm gonna read it. That there was a headline, right?
Yeah.
Where you said, I quote, "Black movies and Black famous only hold us back."
Yes.
You want to clear that shit up? Because
that's not written correctly.
You know how it goes, because they take one headline and turn it into something. So
read that again. Let me see that again. How much time we got?
Terms like Black movies and Black famous only hold us back.
Okay, so what I mean by what I mean.
I know, but go ahead.
But so
for them,
for the white people in the audience. What I mean by that is if we continue to practice this idea of separatism, we continue to divide. And I will always and forever hold my fist up because I understand the experience. But I also believe that the more we understand about one another and the more accepting we are of one another, this thing called art should be representative of all of us.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to take a quick...
You don't agree? You look like you want to say something.
I don't not agree. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me say it like this. Let me get my words together. Hold on.
Come on, yeah, yes, lubricate.
Read that bitch. Okay. I do agree that if we continue to put ourselves in one category, that people are not gonna like take us seriously as artists or things like that. However, I don't think they ever will. I don't know why. I don't know why it's. I never saw a problem with us having black movies because there's a historical context to that. If you go back, way back when Hattie McDaniels was nominated for an Oscar and had to use another entrance and all those things like that, they've always put us in a box, and they're going to continue to put us in a box. I just personally don't think that it's ever going to change. We've seen in current times, we talking with Jerrod Carmichael, like he was the host of the Golden Globes on NBC, yet they canceled his show, the Jerrod Carmichael show, as soon as he started talking about Black Lives Matter and bringing it to, keeping that narrative going. It was public news that he was fighting with the network, and he did it anyway, and they canceled his show. Then he comes out as gay.
Yep.
And then it's like, oh, you know what? Let's give him a chance.
You're right.
So I hear what I would say. I hear what Nia's saying, but it's not. I don't really think it's ever gonna be that way. I mean, if it was, we wouldn't have hashtags Oscars so white. We wouldn't have to worry about why Viola Davis is not being nominated for the Woman King, or why Till was not nominated for an Oscar, or why Ava DuVernay still hasn't won, or why certain shows like Lovecraft Country's being canceled, but that new show on HBO, which is very similar, gets a second season. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't agree with this.
Yeah.
I don't agree with this. So.
Yeah. I mean, I should have thought about it, but I think you make some valid points, sis. I mean, we had to make black movies because y'all wasn't even.
Yeah,
we couldn't even be in y'all movies for the most part.
There's a reason why,
unless we was being maids or you know what I'm saying. So, I mean,
there's a reason why the NAACP Image Awards is a thing, and the Soul Train Awards is a thing, and the BET Awards is a thing. Because while all those movies I named aren't going to be highlighted on the Oscars, they are being celebrated by those that look like them and appreciate that work and know that door is wide open for them. It's never cracked, it's never closed, it's wide open. Like, come on in this room. We have to fight and come out as gay to be accepted, and looked at as equal. And I don't think that's right. I'm sorry.
You snapped, sis.
I'm just saying.
You snapped. Points was made.
I hear what sis is saying, but
points was made. Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
Absolutely. I ain't got nothing to back.
Do you think The Best Man Final Chapter is going to be nominated for Emmys?
No, and it should be.
It will be at the NAACP Image Awards, though.
Because I couldn't keep it together. I was crying at damn near every episode. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah. Damn, sis, points were made. Well, speaking of Jerrod Carmichael, he was on our list. I didn't see it from the beginning. I was at the gym, I think, when they first came on, and Sherelle played the full opening monologue for us.
They was mad at him.
Yeah, I could tell that the audience was uncomfortable.
They were mad at him.
They're not inviting his ass back. I can tell you that right now. I don't think they are, and if they do, I'll be surprised. I would be surprised.
Yeah, he's definitely his opening monologue was honest. And it was if you have followed Jerrod Carmichael's work over the years, it was very on brand. He is very open about how he feels as a black man in Hollywood. Like he's been very open and honest about it. So I don't understand why people were really mad at it.
Yeah.
You know, he was talking about how he's been the only black host of the Golden Globes in like 79 years.
Which is insane. I didn't even realize it. I'm not,
That's
you know,
wild.
I never really watched these shows like that. And I think and we talk about being black famous, I think a part of me not watching these shows like in previous years is because I felt like, well, this shit ain't for me.
Right.
Like, I'm not watching this stuff.
Right.
I mean, the last time I watched something, it was a movie about a movie fucking a fish, or one of them movies. I can't remember. There's a fish, a guy fish, and I don't know, somebody in a fucking fish.
A Little Mermaid?
Nope, not Little Mermaid. It was another Shape of Water.
Oh, The Shape of the Water.
The Shape of the Water.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
was fucking a fish in that movie or something. I don't know. I never seen it.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, he definitely is honest in his. Yeah, I'm good on that, dog. It's a no for me.
I want to know.
No, I'm good. I don't need to see nobody fucking no fishes, bruh.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't need to see flounder getting pounded out. I'm good.
Ah!
I'm good, bruh. I don't need to see it.
Oh, Flounder goes to Pound Town.
Okay.
Ooh, child.
But the monologue was definitely interesting. I don't think Jerrod will be invited back.
Ever.
No,
Ever again.
never again. But
Ever again.
I don't even know if they'll invite another black host after that one because.
See, I almost think it's the opposite. I think they're going to continue to get black people because
You
it's like,
think so?
yeah, because it's like they already know that we're anticipating that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like I think that they again, I feel like, oh well, you know, Jerrod got an Emmy, so like we're good to go. He wouldn't turn on us. And again, why do you? It's almost like we were talking about with Tyre Nichols. Like, why do you think that? Like, yes, just because we got a little money and we're talented, we still have things going on that make us who we are as people. And why do you think that just because he got an Emmy that he's not gonna be Jerrod Carmichael?
Yeah, exactly.
He's just Emmy winner Jerrod Carmichael now.
Exactly. That is all.
It doesn't matter. He's still a black man from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and
Is that where he's from?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
That tracks.
yeah, you right? Things make sense now. It's like you think because he lives in L.A. he doesn't. Okay,
Right. I mean, yeah. Right.
but again, you knew he was just next on y'all list. Like, oh well, we already gave him something, so he wouldn't do that to us.
Yeah.
I mean, who? Come on now.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I don't think he'll host again. But
Ever.
No, that's it for him.
Ever.
But I mean, he said he got paid $500,000. So I mean,
And I think that's lowball. Like,
for me to be the first black one, you need to give me a cool $1 million.
I don't understand.
Y'all
like,
took a year off.
right. The fun should be there.
The fun 9 zeros.
I don't understand. The fun should be there. So why?
The fun should be there. You know
Like,
what I'm
do
saying?
you play Jimmy Kimmel the same amount? Like,
Right. Voice was right. I don't know. Like I said.
When he said that, I was like, oh. I mean, I would have did it.
Oh, for sure. 500,000 would change my life.
Yeah, like we're good.
Yeah,
like you know what? I'm good. I'll be there.
I will be there.
I'll do my own makeup and everything too. It's
Yeah,
not a problem.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I will keep it all in house.
I got you. You can run me that check.
Run me that check.
Am I getting it today? Is it
Right. When does it?
Are we Cash App and Zelle?
Right,
How
right.
we doing this?
It clears before though, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
I need the money
'cause
now.
that's the only way I'm showing up.
Okay. Yeah, I need to have my money beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not processing. I need
Yeah.
to look in the account and it says
Yes.
there.
Exactly. Oh shit. Well, speaking of people who do change, well, he was always like this. Emmanuel Acho. I was gonna say Acho, but that's not.
I was just about to say that, and I was like, let me not be ignorant.
No, I think it's Acho. He was a guest on the Higher Learning podcast with Van Lathan, and I don't know the other young lady's name.
Rachel, the Bachelorette, the first Black Bachelorette.
Oh, okay.
First and
that's
only.
a random duo
With her robe. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Emmanuel Acho. I'm gonna let him explain himself. Here we go.
Right.
When white people say, well, racism doesn't exist, I know why they say that. Because I've been in them rooms when they saying that. Mm-hmm. When I kick it with black people and they're like, all white people are racist. I know why you're saying that. All the while, I have the privilege and luxury of not having generational trauma because my parents were born in Nigeria. So man, my method is removing some of the sting because I don't have that sting and trying to deliver a message in a manner that people can receive it.
Okay. Let me tell you why what you just said offends me.
Okay.
All right. you saying that you don't have generational trauma, and you didn't mean it this way, but the reason, and it's, I have to name it, you saying that you don't have any generational trauma in some way meaning, or that in some way meaning that your delivery method to white people is going to be either more effective or more sanitized is, to me, dangerous. And let me tell you why. Everybody that you just named and what you're talking about does what they do in different ways. I don't think that any of the things that they do are necessarily harmful. But what I could say is a black man, a prominent one, acting as an emotional butler for white people and serving them the most milquetoast, unspicy, unseasoned brand of racial discourse and accountability possible could definitely be harmful. Like, we're fighting for our lives. And to me, having a conversation like that at that particular time, it's not that it's a different method. Everybody has a different method. Is that it's the wrong method, is that it gives cover for.
Ate his ass up, bro. Now, let me be clear right here. Ever since YouTube used to pop up in my suggestions, uncomfortable conversations with a black dude with Emmanuel Acho.
Girl.
I've hated this man.
Especially the one he did with the cops.
I've hated this man. I always felt like, who the hell is this guy to sit up here and act like he's the authority or like the spokesperson for like black men and what, or black people and what, like the race, like who are you?
Yeah.
Who is this guy? And I felt like what Van Lathan said to him was perfect, because it is like this. He does play an emotional butler, to white people's feelings and understanding of the black experience or whatever.
Him, Van Jones, the list goes on and on and on and on.
I cannot stand Emmanuel Acho. This brought me so much joy to see his ass get ate up by not only Van, but all of the other community, and including Africans who have like moved here from Africa and actually saying like we do not agree with Emmanuel, like, because believe it or not, Africans also have their own trauma.
Yeah, because like, honestly, that's what it was for me. Like, my parents were not born in Africa. My parents were born right here in the United States of America. But just experiencing life and seeing other black people's walks of life, black people know Africans also get it. Like, it's like it's no like, oh wait, you weren't born here, so you know what, you're good. They don't care. Like, what are you talking about? What is where your parents being born? What does that have to do with generational trauma? Because this, regardless of where it was born, it all looks the same, and we're all suffering from the same thing. So what are you talking about?
And that also kills me, because like, even though you as an African may not have been born into African American generational trauma, when you come here, you will definitely experience it. Yeah. If you get pulled over by the police, God damn it!
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, how many affluent black people have been pulled over by the police, and it's like, officer, I'm LeBron James, and
they don't give a fuck.
Officer, I'm Emmanuel, Acho, and I
saw your stupid ass video on YouTube. This is why I'm pulling you over.
We don't care. Like, they don't care.
They don't care.
Nobody cares. I don't really. Again.
The idea of like trying to remove yourself from something because you don't all the way align with it because you are not from America. I want you to know something, that still nigga is worldwide, okay?
Worldwide.
It's not just America, baby.
Worldwide.
I've heard of people going to Egypt and talking, and they was like, why are you so dark? You like people getting like talking to like nasty because they're dark skinned or something. Like, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You're not above it. You're not above it.
You're not above it because you got money. You're not above it because you hang out with the Kardashians. You're not above it because you get invited to country clubs. Like, it does not matter. Like, that should be, it doesn't matter. Like, nothing, words of Drake, nothing was the same. Nothing. Like, seriously, it doesn't matter.
It literally, you are not above it. And I'm like, and that's the thing about like these mental gymnastics that some of them are trying to play. Like, oh well, I know because I don't come from generational trauma, so I can better explain. No, you can't.
You can't better explain nothing to me.
That's more the reason why you can't explain a damn thing. And shut the hell up,
please.
You know the option to be quiet is always there.
Always.
It's always. It'll be an option 100% of the time.
Yeah.
For you to shut the hell up.
Yeah. No. But you know what? I will say this, and this goes, like we said this before, when it comes to certain media platforms, you know what you're getting when you invite somebody on the show. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, come on.
Yeah.
I know y'all didn't expect anything different. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's like interviewing Ron DeSantis, expecting him to say anything positive about Hispanics, Black, brown, anybody that doesn't look like him. So
Yep. We got about 7 minutes left, sis.
Okay.
What do you want to take off here?
You know what? Let's just run through these last few
Okay. We'll have to come back to this another day then.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
Houston.
Speaking of still nigga.
Oop. This Chef Way was he was a chef. No shit. A chef that was like really popular on TikTok or whatnot, and he was also a district attorney or something. He was in
Harris County in Texas.
In Texas, right? However, back in the Dizzy, like 2015, he was a very disgusting. I don't have any pictures to put up of it, but he had some very nasty and disparaging tweets about Black women, dark-skinned women, and what it was like what would the ideal woman should be, right? So his oxtail pasta video went viral, and some girl was like, "Oh, I remember you. Right? You said some nasty stuff about me when I was in high school. I was 14 years old, and you said that like." I can't remember what it was, but the girl was like, I know who you are. Like, I remember you. Yeah. I remember you saying these nasty things to me as a high school student. And he was like 22, 23.
Ew, yes. No.
So anyway.
Unacceptable.
It comes out, like, all these old tweets, y'all, and they're nasty.
They're really nasty.
They're very, very nasty. I mean, he's like, Black women are garbage. The ideal woman is light skinned or white. Or whatever.
I'm so tired of that narrative. It's not even fun. Like, honestly, like I might fight you if you bring that shit up to me. Like, I'm like.
So he ended up losing some food sponsorships because of these previous tweets. Yep. And initially, his boss was like, "Okay, well, we understand it was a different time."
She called him a healed man.
And he said that
I wrote the story on it. She called him a healed man.
And he said, in his apology, he said, cooking changed me. Get the fuck out of here. Cooking changed you from being a colorist?
Yeah, no. Them social media follower numbers going up changed you.
Rasta pasta really changed you,
right?
Huh?
Like, you the only one making rasta pasta.
Yo. So actually he ended up resigning, I think 2 weeks ago?
Right. Yeah. It took him long enough.
Yeah, he ended up resigning from his position at the district attorney's office in Harrison County in Texas. And I just want to tell y'all that the internet will remember. The internet does not forget.
Period.
Okay? And people will not forget about how you treat them.
Ooh.
Okay?
Period.
Okay? So some of y'all be on the internet wild, and I be seeing y'all tweets, y'all wow.
I ain't gonna front. Certain things I be wanting to see. I'll be like, nah, let me chill.
Although I will thank for the Twitter circle is now my favorite.
I haven't.
I use it. It's fun.
I haven't. Okay, maybe
it's fun.
You know, it takes me a minute. So ask me about this in June.
Next topic, because I'm not.
It takes me a very long time.
Next topic. M&Ms have had to change mascots because apparently they can't handle.
Girl.
So y'all know M&M's, the green M&M. They recently, she was in boots. She had boots on. They put her in sneakers. Right. This is it. They put her in sneakers. And far right Republicans were like, "This is what we mean. You guys are making her a lesbian or whatever." And so M&M's the brand got so much backlash that they have said they will be indefinitely removing the M&Ms as the spokes candies
This done pissed me off
for
so
the time.
much.
So the new spokesperson for the M&Ms candies is Maya Rudolph. Y'all better be glad I ain't never been a CEO or nothing, because I've been like, I would be like, make every M&M package green.
Okay, the petty button
Yes.
activated.
Okay, and then on the back of the candy, on the other side where it doesn't say the M, put a sneaker on it, because
Like,
what is
I can't understand how like
make any sense?
it's actually really like I understand you have to keep up with this woke culture, but then also I don't even know what the hell to call it, but it's like, where are the CEOs? Like, what's here? Like, where are the ones with balls? Like, why can't we take a Beyonce approach? Like, okay, and now what happens?
Like, it's not that big of a deal.
What happens? These are cartoon characters.
They're not even real.
They're not real people. They are candy that don't even last a whole minute in your mouth.
They can't talk, bro.
They don't talk. They don't have legs. They don't go to shoot. They don't buy shoes. I'm gonna tell you something else. If you mess with the Christmas commercial because of this,
The classic one with the bells.
I'm in the car. I'm on the way to the headquarters because I don't understand. Like, it really makes me upset. Like corporations and like things that have had like amazing reputations and long lasting careers have like decided to just shift because of like nonsense. Like, now representation is one thing. Like,
Right.
that I understand. There's nothing wrong with Sesame Street adding a disabled Muppet or whatever type of Muppet. Like, that's perfectly fine. Or gender neutral Muppets. That's not a problem. But these are cartoon characters. They're not even. And because she had on heels I think green gives sass. Maybe, I don't know.
They put her in sneakers and the whole.
What is the problem?
They went crazy. They went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
That's probably the next thing that's going to change.
Child.
They don't even slap like that.
They don't. Do better.
Yeah, I don't want chocolate cereal. Ew.
No. Ew.
Exactly.
Disgusting. It's nasty.
Nasty.
All right, last here on the
I want some
docket.
M&Ms now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I kind of want some.
Sure. I think you deserve some, sis.
Nah, I get Raisinets instead.
Ew.
Oh.
Chocolate covered raisins?
Raisinets are amazing.
Tory Lanez went to jail.
Bye.
Tory Lanez went to jail. They found him guilty. Which, I mean, we knew. Duh.
Wasted so much tax dollars
on this bullshit.
But shout outs to Megan, the reporter, who really held it down on Twitter and was really updating us. They literally started calling her Megan, the reporter.
Yes.
She's gotten a gig with LA Times. So we're going to be seeing a lot more of her. She was in the courtroom, was giving us blow by blows of what was happening with that little midget. Okay. And Megan Thee Stallion. And then Kelsey.
Ain't no rest for the wicked. She's slimy, bro.
What happened to her? Like, because of like stuff that was going on, like with legal documents, I can't say much.
No.
We listening now.
Right.
And Tory, you're on camera. So what's also happening right now is that Tory Lanez is he's meeting with new lawyers. He has hired new lawyers because he wants a new trial.
You're guilty.
Yeah, and I don't know. See, so for our new ones, I am a promising lawyer.
Yes, you are.
When I get the opportunity, I'm going to law school because these are things I want to understand. Who are you to feel that you should get a new trial when we said you're guilty? That's it. It's done.
It's over.
We're not wasting tax dollar times. Megan the reporter's not coming back in there. We're not doing none of that.
None.
So I really want to know why that could be a thing. Cause I want to change it somehow, some way. Cause no, you're guilty. It's done.
You're
the jury's
guilty.
dismissed. That's it.
You're guilty.
Yeah.
So yeah, congrats to Megan Thee Stallion. I hope she's taking a break. I hope she's taking, really getting rested up and whatnot.
For real.
Getting relaxing, honey.
She has not been on, and she said it. She took a break. She's not been on social media. We have not seen her.
I love it.
So do hope that she's okay. I think they did say that she has another trial coming up with her former label, 1501.
Oh yeah,
Entertainment. Who Kelsey is married to the CEO. Oh, you didn't know?
I had no idea.
Yeah. I don't understand how a best friend can drop the bag like that. Like that is the most ridiculous, messiest best friend I've ever seen in my entire life.
She's terrible.
Like, you are the worst best. Like, all you had to do was just be there.
Really?
Your friend was on top. All you had to do was be there, and you couldn't, and you ruined everything for Tory Lanez. For Tory Lanez of all people?
I don't see the hype.
I never have.
I don't see the hype, honey. I don't see it.
I don't. Oh my God. Like, and this is before the Megan thing. Even when all he does is take old songs and redo them.
I don't even know any Tory songs.
You know the song by Brown song?
Oh, that was him? Oh, yeah.
And how mad you would get because you thought it was Brown's song and then his version came on? I heard the Chinks tapes are, iconic or whatever, but ain't no soul tapes,
Yep. Anywho, that's it for this week's episode, you guys. That was a long one. We know we spent 40 minutes talking about Tyre Nichols, but it needed to be said.
It needed to be said.
So yeah. Anyway, season 7 is here, baby.
Yay!
We got some stuff happening. We took some pictures for something.
We do. We have some announcements coming very, very soon. Your girl's about to be outside.
Yeah, because I've been inside all last year. So
yeah. I mean, me too. No, I was too.
What's up?
No, I was too. I was very much in the house, maybe a date night here or there. But
yeah, we about to be outside this year. We'll be outside this year.
We'll still have on masks, but we'll be outside.
Oh, for sure. I don't want you to think I know what the fucking vibe is, all right?
Nothing
As a matter of fact, I need to get my next booster shot.
Facts.
For real.
That's, you know what? Next week we'll talk about it because there was some updates when it comes to the COVID booster, what they're talking about.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Has anybody left a review?
You know what? Let's look real quick.
While you do that, here, please follow us on all of the things. We're on Twitter at headwrappod. We're on Instagram at headwraps and lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. Go to our website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com, where we have crew necks and t-shirts that are for sale, but not on sale. If you want to send us some money, what's it called? The Cash App is in the bio, $headwrappod. Our GoFundMe is also there. And lastly, we are on a bunch of streaming platforms: Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Make sure that you are sharing this, okay?
Yeah.
Share it with everybody.
Share it with everybody.
And if you leave 5 stars, we don't got no new reviews?
I mean, it's okay. The last one we had was literally like right after we took our break, so it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna give them this one, sis. We have to give them. Okay, so for new people, Sierra is. So I'm a promising lawyer. Sierra is a professional gaslighter. Okay, she is going to light it up at all costs. So for those who are new here, please go ahead and leave us a review, because if you don't, Sierra is going to get on y'all every week.
I will.
Okay.
Because y'all be all like, oh yeah, I'm so sad y'all taking a break, but you ain't that sad because you ain't left no review.
Yes, exactly.
So the thing is, you're supposed to leave a 5-star review.
Yes.
And if you leave a 5-star review, we read it on the air. But here we are with top of the season with no 5-star reviews to read.
And it's okay.
It?
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
It might be okay to Sherelle.
I'm just here to give y'all the benefit of the doubt this week. I don't know if I'll be able to do that.
I'm not giving y'all the
next
benefit
week.
of nothing.
I don't think I'll be able to do that. So
anyway, sis, what's your joke?
You know what? And I don't even have a joke right now.
You know what? Because nothing's funny because no one left a review. I get it. Fair enough.
So if you do have a joke and you want me to read it on the air, please go ahead and DM it on Instagram or Twitter, headwrappod or headwraps and lipsticks. So
don't send it to me.
Yeah, don't send it to the show. I'll get it. It's okay.
Don't send it to me.
It's okay. It's all right.
Anyway, we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.